Hold onto your seats, football fans. What we've just witnessed might be the most jaw-dropping, earth-shattering, and downright insane trade in NFL history. Christian McCaffrey, yes, you heard that right, the Christian McCaffrey is on his way to the Dallas Cowboys. And the price? A whopping $180 million over several years. Now, if you're still trying to process that, trust me, you're not alone. This move has rocked the entire NFL world, and if you thought you had seen it all this season, think again. Dallas has just made the biggest splash of the year, bringing in one of the most explosive, versatile, and dynamic players the NFL has ever seen. Christian McCaffrey, who has been the heart and soul of the San Francisco 49ers offense for years, is now headed to the Cowboys, and the implications of this trade go far beyond just what happens on the field. It's a seismic shift in the NFL landscape, one that could change the course of the season and possibly even the direction of multiple teams, including the 49ers, Cowboys, and the NFC as a whole. So, let's take a deep dive into what this trade means for McCaffrey, for the Cowboys, and for the NFL at large. First, let's break down the massive deal. Dallas, in exchange for McCaffrey, has handed over 2 first-round draft picks, a few promising younger players, and significant future potential in terms of the salary cap. Losing 2 first-rounders is a huge gamble, especially when you consider how well Dallas has been drafting in recent years. However, the Cowboys clearly believe that this trade will make them instant Super Bowl contenders. But when you talk about $180 million, it's more than just a financial investment. Dallas is betting their entire offense on McCaffrey's ability to turn their playoff hopes into a Super Bowl dream. So what does this all mean for the Cowboys? Well, for starters, they're not just adding any player, they're adding one of the most versatile and talented players in the league today. McCaffrey is not your typical running back. He's a game changer, a player who can take any play to the house with his combination of speed, agility, vision, and intelligence. Not only does he excel as a rusher, but he's also one of the best pass-catching backs in the NFL, a true dual threat who can line up as a receiver and burn defenses in ways that few running backs can match. And let's not forget about his ability to create mismatches. McCaffrey's ability to take over games from multiple positions on the field makes him an offensive coordinator's dream and a defensive coordinator's nightmare. The Cowboys have been looking for that explosive element to take their offense to the next level, and now they have it. They've had solid performances from their running backs in recent years, but McCaffrey is on another level. With Dak Prescott at quarterback, CeeDee Lamb as their top receiver, and Tony Pollard in the backfield, this offense has the potential to be one of the most dynamic in the entire league. Imagine a scenario where McCaffrey lines up next to Prescott with Pollard in the backfield and Lamb spread wide. Defenses won't know who to cover, where the ball is going, or how to stop it. Dallas now has the kind of explosive firepower to keep any defense on its heels, and that's exactly what they've been missing. But of course, there's a price to pay for all this. Not only did the Cowboys lose 2 first-round picks in the trade, but they've also committed to a massive contract for McCaffrey. $180 million over multiple years is no small sum, and it's a huge financial commitment. The Cowboys will have to juggle this cap hit alongside their other key players, which could impact future roster decisions. With McCaffrey's arrival, there's an added layer of pressure on Dallas' front office and coaching staff. This trade has set a high bar. There's no going back now. McCaffrey needs to perform at the highest level, and the Cowboys' window for success just got a lot smaller. They've made it clear that they're all in for a Super Bowl this year, and they're hoping McCaffrey is the final piece of the puzzle that'll put them over the top. But does it all pay off? Can McCaffrey deliver on the hype, or is this one of those trades that fans look back on and wonder if it was worth the price? McCaffrey himself has had a stellar career, but it hasn't come without its bumps. Injuries have plagued him in recent years, preventing him from being on the field as consistently as he'd like. But when healthy, he's as dominant as they come. His 2019 season, where he rushed for over 1,300 yards and caught 116 passes for another 1,000 yards, is still one of the most impressive all-around seasons by a running back in NFL history. So, if McCaffrey can stay healthy, there's no telling just how explosive this Cowboys offense can be. The combination of McCaffrey's all-around skill set and the supporting cast around him could be the perfect storm for Dallas to make a serious run at the title. But it's not just about McCaffrey's fit in Dallas. This trade shakes up the entire NFC. The Cowboys are now squarely in the Super Bowl conversation, and every other team in the conference has to take notice. The NFC has been full of contenders this season. Teams like the Eagles, the 49ers, and the Vikings have all made noise. But Dallas just made a statement by acquiring McCaffrey. They're here to win now. This sends shockwaves through the NFC, and you can bet other teams will be looking at their own rosters, wondering if they need to make a move to keep up. For the 49ers, the team McCaffrey is leaving behind, this trade is a tough blow. McCaffrey was their centerpiece, the one player who could carry the load both on the ground and through the air. His ability to stretch defenses and keep opposing defensive coordinators up at night was one of the 49ers' biggest advantages. But now, they're left with a massive hole in their offense. Will they go after another star to fill that void? Or will they rely on other players to step up in McCaffrey's absence? One thing is for sure, the 49ers are going to have to make some adjustments if they want to stay competitive in the NFC. And as for the other teams in the conference, there's no denying that Dallas just raised the stakes. The Eagles, the top team in the NFC right now, will have to continue to perform at an elite level if they want to keep their lead, but now they have a new challenge to face with McCaffrey in Dallas. The NFC playoffs just got a whole lot more interesting, and it's anyone's guess who will come out on top. What does this trade mean for McCaffrey personally? Well, for one, this could be his best shot at a Super Bowl. He's been one of the most talented and productive players in the NFL, but without a team capable of competing for a title, he's never been able to achieve the ultimate goal. Now, in Dallas, he finds himself in a situation where everything lines up for him to make that run. With a championship-caliber team surrounding him, McCaffrey has the opportunity to show the world just how good he truly is on the biggest stage. But with that comes pressure. The Cowboys traded away a lot to bring him in, and the expectations will be sky high. Can McCaffrey deliver? Can he stay healthy and be the difference maker Dallas needs to secure a title? These are the questions that will define the remainder of his career. There's no doubt that McCaffrey's arrival in Dallas has turned the NFL on its head. The Cowboys are making it clear they're ready to do whatever it takes to win a Super Bowl, and McCaffrey is the key to unlocking that potential. Whether or not this trade pays off remains to be seen, but one thing's for sure, the NFL just got a whole lot more exciting. So, what do you think? Was this the right move for the Cowboys, or did they overpay for one player? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I want to hear from you. And make sure to subscribe for all the latest updates on this trade and more. Trust me, this season is just getting started, and you won't want to miss a single moment. Let's see how this trade plays out, and whether McCaffrey's move to Dallas leads them to their first Super Bowl in over 2 decades. Stay tuned, football fans.